Wildcats from the Big 12 take on the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats from the SWAC here on ESPN+. We welcome you into
If you're Arizona, you want to come out, set the tone early, and don't expect guys to just fall over and let you have a win. You've got to come out and establish that tempo early.
Off the screen, Karchinkov, the freshman, been terrific defensively. Arizona turns it over. Bethune-Cookman the other way. They turn it over as well. And it's how they like to break down these halves, don't they?
And that's really what all coaches do. They look at the game in terms of segments.
Now an alley-oop off the screen. Now you called it, Corey, right there on cue. Bethune-Cookman able to get that steal and a fit. Arizona back, gets it in the middle to Krivas. Krivas knocks it in, and you want
penetration, and the guys end up throwing up a wild layup because they're trying to finish over somebody who's over 7 feet tall, and it's very difficult.
Now, case in point right there.
It's out, and the streak continues.
Cookman, Bethune-Cookman, the Wildcats knock one down from deep. That's Ricky.
Struggled from 3, 6 of 25 last time out. It'll be interesting to see how they shoot the ball against this zone.
Krivas in.
Listen, you're definitely going to improve your game.
And that's the key, listening. And he seemed really humble too, which I thought was great. From deep right there, Bethune-Cookman right there. From Bethune-Cookman. That was Johnson who just hit a 3. And then Pete inside, getting position to knock one in.
Arizona, they've yet to connect on a jumper, but the interior play has been what's carried them all season.
Cookman to the rim. And right now, Quentin Hetty doing it. Chinkov, the freshman. What have you liked about his defense so far? I know that's one reason he's in the lineup.
Well, he's 7'2", and he knows how to defend. Just watching him play right now, trying to get open in the paint. He gets the ball that deep, moves guys out of the way, and there's just really nothing you can do.
Against San Diego State when he almost ripped the rim down. Woo.
Those are the kind of plays that are demoralizing. When you have guys out there getting offensive rebounds and going up and dunking it.
Big and strong as a walk-up.
You got to go almost to a Sean Rooks. Wookie was a beast on the glass. He was an immovable object. Getting him into it. He was jogging until he let the ball go, and then he just turned on the jets and took it.
Awaka again, able to knock that one in off the glass. Does working with the bigs.
Well, you played with some great bigs, and I did as well. And the one thing is they got to anchor your team. When you give the ball inside.
Been an interesting thing. He's been able to play point. See Aristode. Aristode off the bench. Not able to knock out 8 minutes plus into this one. Arizona 0 for 4 from 3 quarter. You saw them kind of cold from that distance in Phoenix on Saturday. If you will, and test them a bit. 16-10 Arizona on the drive there. Bethune-Cookman. Quentin Hetty's had a nice.
Into their zone. If they don't score, they drop into their zone, and it's up to Arizona to try to figure it out.
That's one guy, Corey. We just talked about him.
Working too. That's an added benefit for this Wildcat team.
Hey, like Aristode coming into this one, 47%. Cookman, BCU respond. Reggie Theus, were you happy with that first 4-minute and second 4-minute war?
You're happy with the way they start. There you see the pick, theft, and the breakaway double.
What's Krivas going to do? Threw it away, and Hetty again with the steal. He wants it up top. And the finish right there by Jacoby Hetty, his brother. To Central Michigan, played here last year for Central Michigan, and then back to Bethune-Cookman. Down to Krivas, Arizona, bucket Krivas.
Krivas learned his lesson.
Cookman from the corner, right there. Dalen Miner, freshman, he's the backup point guard. AD and the basketball coach, a lot on his plate. Arizona, corner, Aristode again, and it's not.
Give them a lot of points. If he becomes the 8th.
Yeah, he's 6'8". I don't know if people realize how tall he is. In fact, 3.
Well, it was Arizona, Duke, and Michigan.
Woo, okay. Well, you could light up. Ooh, speaking of lighting it up, right there, Bethune-Cookman right out of the lead. Almost every school they played seemed in the top 50 in the KenPom rankings. That was Ruzan. down by 6. Been a really good first half. Reggie Thea's probably really excited about where they are.
I can only imagine what Tommy will be talking about at halftime. They should be more aggressive defensively. There you see Jaden Bradley with a nice pull-up jumper mid-range.
Hits that too. Bethune-Cookman, drive, step back, Johnson feeling it.
And that's what you got to live though. Not shooting it well against that zone, and Reggie Thea's strategy working to perfection as there's a turnover, another unforced error. San Diego State was Arizona's 3rd game in 7 days. This is their 4th game in 9 days. They're looking a little sluggish.
Karchinkov back with it. Burries, Bradley, pump fake. He's going to shoot from distance. It's on, they were able to finish. And the roof's about to come off if they make this one. The crowd had been in a little bit of a slumber. Larry Bird, he was picked before the year he came out. Del Orso on the other end, able to finish. And Del Orso
away from him for the entire 20 minutes.
Yeah, that pressure, that right there, we see it with Karchinkov again. Almost his, what is that? Follows it in with the dunk.
They want to deny everything.
And now they're hedging on screens, doubling the point guard there. Open look from the baseline. Did he step on the baseline? Now Arizona back in action now. Del Orso from the corner, no good. Pete Skies for that rebound. Deflection there by Karchinkov. Del Orso bringing it up. He'll get in the lane. He'll try to finish off the glass, and he does.
Right, Karchinkov has
again with the ball in his hand. He's going to stop and pop. Not able to connect, but Awaka's there, bullying his way inside. And he gets. Tommy Lloyd made a good comment about Awaka. Said he's an elite rebounder, he's elite effort, and he's an elite person.
Yeah, more importantly.
And right there, Ariel Bland, and like in a Tommy Lloyd or Lute Olson, how much different is that for a 3-4?
It's absolute night and day when you talk about what your responsibilities are.
Corey, to your point, playing perimeter D, that was launched, almost went in. Karchinkov off the board, running it up 1 second. Almost
zone defense. And right now you see the zone.
Yeah, that was that lob play they ran type of thing that I think has been a tradition at Arizona, and I know you can speak to that as much as anybody.
Yeah, I mean, and you think values, but see a young man be selfless during the holiday season and think about other people at a time where, let's be honest, guys are hitting the pole, drinking Tucson the rest of the night.
I agree, well said. And right on cue, Jaden Bradley with the steal. He gives up the tickets, and he takes the steals, though. Every possession this year. Scrambling on that play. Burries with the rebound. BCU, Daniel Ruzon, the senior.
And he's got to use his size and his quickness to take Krivas away from the basket. Nice little transition bucket there by the Wildcats. They get
Bradley using that screen, looking for Pete down low. Pete turns, spins, gets to the rim. Screen out high, posts up, wheels, deals, doubled, loses it. Someone's hurt down there. Looks like line. Trying to sneak one in, evidently. And his younger brother knocks 2 of them in.
Little bro.
The other way. Arizona in early offense. Krivas, big screen out high. Bradley able to connect on the penetration.
Talked about the attitude of this team. They've played in big arenas against bigger competition. And tonight, 10-10.
Bradley with the block there, went the other way, but they didn't have the ball. That's going to be out of bounds.
Hall of Famer, great human being.
I agree. Burries knocks that one down, and this depth, Shelly. You know, one thing I didn't see up there. I'm a little bit, maybe I don't know if I'd say offended. I didn't see your pops up there. I didn't see Eugene up there. Where's Eugene and Corey?
Defend a 7'2" center,
right,
and not back down.
Right,
gotta respect that.
And he's going for a dunk right now.
I love it. I love the heart. I love the tenacity earlier. They want to win their conference and get that first ever tournament bid. And coming into this gym and going toe-to-toe with Arizona and exchanging blows, they may come away, gets rebounds.
Offensive rebound by Karchinkov. Burries to the rim, and he scores. Bethune-Cookman get a little tired after facing this #1 team. Wow. Koa Pete.
Yeah, that's just big dog basketball right there. And to your point, Bethune-Cookman's been playing 8, and Arizona's been playing 8. That's going to be a goaltend count.
Not able to finish that one. Bethune-Cookman playing fast right now and fouled on that 3. I don't know if you remember Reggie Theus as Coach Fuller on the daytime show Hang Time. Speaking of Hang Time, Braden Burries.
I love what Tommy had to say about, the ranking and the polls and all of that stuff. He said, I'm not a politician. I don't care about votes. And that's what the #1 ranking is. It's just people's opinion. It's good to see Arizona basketball back on top if you're a Wildcat fan. But Tommy Lloyd knows being ranked #1 is not the end goal of this team.
What a move into the middle of that lane. He rises up, and that's kind of his go-to mid-range move. Bam, right there. We've seen that now from Del Orso off the pick, able to knock that one in the glass and one.
Del Orso, Lute was a stickler. That team photo had to look a certain way.
Oh, yeah. Burries, the little teardrop, and he knocks that. Reggie Theus still coaching over there. Trying to win the next 4 minutes, and wow, what a follow dunk right there by Jacoby Hetty.
I have to show him old pictures, like, this is my name, right?
Yeah,
great honor.
We need like a picture up there of you in the uni. The court is awesome, though. I've been out there.
Arizona and high school athletics, even down to middle school, you just see everyone turning out for basketball. So anytime I get a chance to work with young people, I always on defense.
Now, Milwaukee leads the entire country as Burries gets the roll on that 3. Just gonna say
on. You just start to realize, I'm not going to waste my time. And it gets easier to rebound. And that's why coaches preach that. Hit your guy early, hit him hard, establish yourself.
Aristotle applying pressure. That's deep. And again, we see Jordan Johnson. You mentioned one more game. They have South Dakota State on the 29th. And then they go to Utah on the 3rd as Karchinkov.
The top 20 in the country in one conference. Ivan Krashenkov pulls it away and then managed to get off a shot attempt, and the referee's smiling. So the rule is, if after the contact, if you take one step and continue in your shooting motion, they're going to count it.
Right.
But if you have contact and come to a law, I think you should have got 3 free throws.
I agree. It wasn't your typical shot, but it was
attempting a shot.
Hetty blocked, and Karchinkov is literally getting his hands really fired up. Bethune-Cookman team early, who played really well, and it's continued. We see Hetty in for the dunk, and he's able to rock.
Bethune-Cookman undersized. There's really not a whole lot they can do in the paint against plays like that, but they haven't backed down, challenging air. Still, tremendous heart, and you see the ability and the athleticism.
And there's Bradley with the steal. What's he going to do? Easy layup, Jaden Bradley.
Level basketball IQ for Jaden Bradley.
Between Bradley and Karchinkov, nice back door right there to Johnson, able to scoop that one in. We saw the deep ball alley-oop dunk. Aristotle, Evan Nelson, the transfer from Harvard, not able to connect, and Karchinkov is there. C.D. Gay, not able to finish. And Bethune-Cookman turns it over. Gay had two.
Get those national top 10 rankings.
And Texas Tech at 15 just beat Duke on Saturday night. Aristotle from deep does it again. Bethune-Cookman. Johnson thought about it. Corner 3. So he's got some game, got some hops. His dad, Gib Arnold, former Hawaii coach, is Aristotle is now on a heater.
A lot of teams. Bethune-Cookman again with a hustle play.
I'm not sure if Gay meant to throw that behind his.
Pushed people out the way, took the ball.
I like that.
Made him happen.
Chops Sven-Mo, who scored some points this.
Putting in a little work.
Yeah, they love it. Sven Jopmo there from France. And he's been pretty good in these games so far. He was 3 of 4 this year with Arizona having 20+ assists. Looking for more. C.D. Gay not able to finish.
Yeah, this is just a regular top 5 game at Arizona, Gonzaga. Take your pick. This is the noise level.
Noise level on the road and the big wheeling, dealing. Not able to hit. Francois, is it going to go? Yes, it is. He knocks it in for his second bucket of the year.
Try.
Well, and it's just amazing, Corey, how they extend those leads when it's actually fairly close at times in the city late in the first half. That seemed to be the difference.
Yeah, when you stack those defensive stops on top of made buckets, the game gets out of hand quick.
Well, Arizona now up to 12-0. They've got a chance next week to get to 13-0, Corey. Not off.